Hello everyone, my name is Mayana. Welcome to My Core, and today I'm going to be talking about books that I DNF'd so far this year. I did this video last year and I have so much fun going through them, but I totally forget that this is something I can do. So I have been working on DNFing books more. You can literally see my huge iPad in the reflection of my glasses. I have been working on DNFing things this year because I just kind of suck at it, and my reading habits have changed this year, and so I'm getting better at it because I don't have time. I don't have time to sit here and lollygag and read something and get through it just because I hate it. Unless I'm doing it for a review, then yeah, sure, that's fine. But other than that, I quite literally do not have the time. Yeah, let's just get into what I DNF'd so far this year. So we're gonna start from the beginning of the year and then work our way to current. I don't know why I just did that. Anyways, January 19th, first book I DNF'd of the year was A Sea Unspoken. This is a Adrienne Young book. I've never read this author before, but I do own, I don't know why I'm looking around my bookshelf. I'm literally surrounded by books. I'm never gonna find it. It's that one book with the red haired girl and it looks like a Little Mermaid retelling, even though it's not, and it's set on the water. Whatever that book was, I own that book. And so she's become really popular over there. People really like her. And I DNF'd that book because I was reading it for a vlog where I read new releases that came out that week, and I DNF'd at 11% because I just thought it was boring. That's literally it. I didn't want to film it for a video, so I was like, I'm not gonna read this anymore. So the next book I DNF'd was Home of Marion, which is very funny because I accidentally requested one of the books in the series. So and you're like, how do you accidentally request a book in the series? I saw the cover and I really liked it, and when you get sent a list of books you can request it. They show you pictures of it, and I didn't connect the fact that the author, I didn't know the author's name, and the cover, I don't know, I just didn't connect it. So I requested it and it came in the mail, and I saw this and I was like, yikes. So I DNF'd this one because I couldn't make it past the first 50 pages. My review says, this was genuinely so terrible. There is nothing about this book that feels original. There are so many tropes and cliches within the first few chapters. IDK how anyone enjoyed this. It feels like a 3-star read, and I just don't care to read that right now. And I DNF'd this one January 26th. And from what I recall happening in this book, I don't remember what it's about, but it's about this girl who I think discovers she has magical abilities, so she ends up going to a magical school, and it kind of felt reminiscent of Harry Potter. I don't even remember what happened actually. I really don't. The next book I DNF'd was February 2nd, and this was Starlight and Shadows, and that's because this book is very obviously AI. I got tricked by AI, and I'm really embarrassed to admit that. I picked this book up on my Kindle. I have a black and white Kindle. I don't have a Kindle with color, so for me the cover looked really beautiful. I'm reading the book and I'm like, something about this book doesn't feel right. Something about this book feels off. These characters don't feel human. It's so insane actually how you can tell that something doesn't feel human just based off words on a page. It's actually insane. But I was just literally something is not connecting here. The way these characters are talking to each other, it's just it's not there. So I go on Goodreads, as I always do, to read the reviews to see, am I tripping, am I missing something? And it turns out people are and I look at the cover and I'm like, oh, the cover is literally AI. And if the cover is AI, what is the book? Probably AI. And I also saw some reviews that were saying that they cannot, the book is obviously AI, they cannot find any artists behind the book or anything. And if the book isn't AI, that's really unfortunate. You shouldn't use AI covers and people wouldn't assume your book is AI. I don't know what to tell you. And then I have The Front Runner by Elsie Silver. This was not small. And I DNF'd this April 23rd, so I think February and March I had a really good, well, the rest of February and March I had a really good month. And then April I DNF'd this one because I was trying to get back into cowboy romances, and I read some other books in the series and I literally just could not read anymore. I find Elsie Silver so boring. I don't even remember what this one, yeah, this is the third book in the series. So I read the first one. I thought it was fine. I thought the other books in the series were fine. I think I just got tired of it. And I read The Huntsman by Naima Simone, and this was an arc. I think this is coming out like in October. I was really excited for this. I found this on NetGalley. I DNF this at 5%. I have so much to say about this one. So this is a Snow White retelling, but Mafia. I thought it was going to be fantasy. I think it would have worked more if it was fantasy. But this is a Snow White retelling, but Mafia. So already, like, this could go corny very fast. So it's about this girl, and it's about black characters as well. It's about this girl who, her mom is like, I won't say the head of the mafia, but I guess she is, and her aunt has her killed and she witnesses it, but her aunt doesn't know that she's there. And then she's like on the run, and her aunt sends these like huntsmen after her to kill her so that she doesn't like claim what's hers, which sounds good, right? No. So I DNF'd 11% in. I tried my best because the premise sounds really unique, but unfortunately it just was not good. The writing was terrible. Okay, I wrote a lot. Okay, I said the writing was terrible and deeply corny. You can tell the writer is an older woman trying to sound younger than what she is, which I hate when authors do that. Just write an older character. That we need more older characters anyways. Like, just write you don't have to make the character super young. Just make her older. But in return, it makes the main character sound older. Oh, if I would have just it makes the character sound older, which is fine, but why not make her older? I also think the author tried to make this book sound like really just like, I don't know, like, oh, I'm so hard and so tough, and like, you know what I'm trying to say. And I think it takes a certain level of skill to like write a character like a Jude Duarte. Basically, it takes a certain type of character to write. It takes a certain type of author to write a character like that, because if not, it can feel really forced and corny. And unfortunately, the author does not possess that skill. Also, why was the word unalive? That was my final straw. The word unalive was used in this book. The point of the unalive word is because TikTok censored people, and so you say words that can't get censored so that you can get your point across. And to use a word like unalive in any other context just like doesn't make any sense to me. Same with like YouTube. If you use it on YouTube, I understand, because YouTube also censors people. Which, like, I never understood the complaint of like people, like, I get the complaint of people being like, you need to use the real word, but the thing is you can't, because if you use that thing you're gonna get censored. Like, I know on YouTube I kind of for right now can just say whatever I want to, and like YouTube doesn't care. But on TikTok, the moment I breathe wrong, I am censored. I get censored so much on TikTok. The fact that it was used in that context was just like so weird to me, because it's a book just right, kill. Unalive, like what? In what world would an assassin, someone who's supposed to be like killing people, be like, yeah, let me unalive her? I'm supposed to take you serious? No. And yeah, in my review I'm like, it's a book, it doesn't need to be censored. It just still feels like the author's like chronically online and she forgot to, like, you know, yeah. So then I also read Things We Water by Mariana Zapata, and this was like really unfortunate because I was really starting to enjoy Mariana Zapata. I like her books. I really haven't hated any of her books. They're always super long, and this is like her first dabble into romantasy. And from what I remember, this is about a girl, I think, yeah, it's about a girl who has a magical puppy, and then she like takes it to go get help somewhere. I didn't have to, because it was boring. Sorry, not everybody should write romantasy. Honestly, the authors that are writing romantasy shouldn't be writing romantasy. Then I got Silver Elite, which, like, surprise, I DNF'd this after 1%. I didn't even try to read it. I literally didn't even try to read it. This book, Silver Elite, caused I mean, there's so many videos about it. Like, I was gonna do like a rant review on it, but then I was like, first of all, there's so many people who are gonna jump to do a rant review of this book. I am not gonna be the first person to do a rant review. I'm not gonna be the last. It really doesn't make any sense for me to try to jump in and do one, just because, like, there's already going to be so many. And I literally read one chapter and I was like, I don't want to read this even for money. Like, even for the possibility of like going viral, I don't want to read this book. Like, it was just terrible. So I basically said, aren't going to attempt to have any type of social commentary, even try to be dystopian, just a bit, then you don't get to compare yourself to the Hunger Games. The reason why the Hunger Games was so good and beloved and people loved it was because it had something to say. That's why people keep going back. This is for the girls who want smut, and that's fine, but don't try to trick me into reading it by comparing it to the greats. It would be better off to be compared to Fourth Wing. Like, why are we talking about, yeah, this is like the Hunger Games and the main character is falling in love with her oppressor? Like, what? And then after that I read Shield of Sparrows, because I was like, I am going to like romance. I keep trying to force myself to like romance. I need to give up. I really do. But will I? Probably not. I did net this at 9%. This is like a Cinderella retelling. It's also like compared to The Witcher, which I didn't see the witchy resemblance. But this is about this girl. Her family basically like marries her off to like this evil like king, and I don't know what's supposed to happen after that because I didn't finish it. But yeah, her like, she has a stepsister. Her stepmom is evil to her. Her dad kind of lets it happen. They marry her off. Blah 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 blah. I don't know, I didn't make that far. DNF that 9%. I said I just try, especially because I just DNF'd, and I DNF'd these books within like days of each other. But the characters are so bland. The world is okay but simple. And honestly, this book brings nothing new to romance. This is for people who like to read the same thing over and over and over and want to add a new guide to your list of book boyfriends. Like, I don't know, I say the same thing with romance every single time. Like, it's literally just the same genre. Like, these books are literally just the same books over and over. I read Just Our Luck, which I DNF'd May 18th. Don't even know why I DNF'd it. Didn't even put a percentage. Don't even remember what the book was about. I DNF'd Tusk Love at 37%. Wow, I got a lot further than what I thought. This is a Critical Role book. Critical Role is a D&D campaign. I watch Vox Machina. I love it. I have watched some of their D&D campaign, but not all. Tusk Love is a book within this world, and so someone just wrote it so that we could read it, which I think is like a really unique idea, and I hope they do more of this. I personally just found it really boring. Very insta-lovey, as romantasy is, and I didn't care at the moment. Maybe I'll go back to it because I really do want to like it. I want to own it. I want to have it on my bookshelves. Maybe I'll go back, but like as of right now, Meet Me at the Lake, I DNF'd at 7%. I DNF'd this June 24th. I was really in the summer mood. I had read the author's other book and I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I saw the potential. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep a lookout for her. So I started Meet Me at the Lake because that's like the next book. And I just didn't care. Nothing about this book grabbed my attention. Nothing made me want to keep picking it up. Literally at one point I picked the book up and I was like, I don't want to read this anymore. Actually, this is my last time reading this book. And the last book I DNF'd was The Deathless One. I DNF'd this at 2%. I just DNF'd this one because I felt like it was just going to be a 3-star read. I wanted something that was like a 4 or 5-star. This book, from what I remember, is about this girl who she's like the queen or princess of her kingdom, and she is married off to another person in another kingdom for like solidarity or something. He ends up killing her off and she ends up making like a deal with the Deathless One, and that's all I remember. I started reading the reviews because I thought I was having a really hard time getting through it, honestly. So then I started reading the reviews and I saw that other people weren't really loving it, and I was like, oh, so yeah. And I just DNF'd it. So yeah, thank you for that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.